Hello everyone, how are we going? It is Sunday evening, just after 7:30 on a Sunday night. I hope you've all had a lovely weekend, whatever you've been doing. I didn't do a lot. Well, actually, that's not true. I did do a lot, but I feel like I had some downtime. So that's, I guess, what I mean. But, there was lots of work to do around the house, just stuff. And we had a visitor for dinner last night. So, made a nice dinner, got leftovers today, all the things. We did lots of good stuff, but I didn't get time for a lot of crafting this weekend. Not much, a little bit. I did make a card yesterday morning for a tutorial bundle for next month. I do one of those every month, and wrote the tutorial for it as well. Really, really like the card I made too. So I love it when you make a card and it just comes together really nice and you go, ooh, I like that one. Don't we love that? Oh, Narelle, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. That's fabulous. Narelle, I don't know that you watch all my videos all that often, Narelle. Well, you might be watching them and just not chatting. But there you go. You got a few of the girls saying happy birthday to you. This is the best group ever. These are such lovely people in this group. So we love wishing happy birthday to people. I did miss out on all the comments coming in. I started to read them and then realized there was no way I was going to get through them all. So I'll have to go back and watch them later. But there was a whole bunch of chat about tomatoes and slugs. I got that. Monique, did you say slugs was a new word for you? I don't know. Well, how do you say slugs in the Netherlands if you don't say slugs? All right. There you go. Lots and lots of happy birthdays. Good one, Narelle. That's fantastic. How was your birthday yesterday? Oh, you had the best party ever. Fantastic, Susan. That's so good. Happy 60th to you. That's very cool. Hello, Denise. Denise, I saw you in the traffic the other day. I think we waved at each other as we went past each other. If I see a little blue car the same color as mine, I look to see if it's you. So, yay, it was. I think you were heading home on a Friday evening, if I'm not mistaken. You weren't here on Friday night, Donna. We missed you. Let's see. What else do we have? We have lots and lots of comments, lots and lots of awesome girls here. Thank you so much for joining me on a Sunday night. All right. Oh, and why are we congratulating Nairi? Is it for the new house? I'm just going back to see if I've missed anything important. Did I miss something? Oh, your house sold. Fantastic. Congratulations. That's awesome. That's a big deal. And that was pretty fast too, wasn't it? Didn't that sell quickly? You haven't had it on the market that long, right? You were getting ready for market last time I remember you talking about it. That's quick. Slacken. Oh, I like that. Slug, slacken. It's the same kind of a word, isn't it? It's got the same kind of feel to it. But I like the word slacken. I think that's rather good. And your husband is 64 today, Susan. Happy birthday to your husband. How cool. Naked snails. They kind of are though, right? Snails without shells are slugs. This is a conversation I wasn't expecting to be having tonight. Oh, hello, Maggie. Nice to have you here. Yay, you made it. So I go live here. Where are you on YouTube, Maggie? Or no, you're on Facebook. So you can either find me on YouTube or Facebook, whichever one suits you better. And I'm always here on a Friday night, a Sunday night, and a Tuesday afternoon, and then other random times as well. That's very, very good news. All right. So I think we should get started. I thought tonight I'd play with one of my favorite sets for the annual catalog. Sorry, the holiday catalog, the mini. I have a few. Obviously, there's quite a few I like, and I'll switch over. I've actually just bought another bundle that I wasn't going to get, and I've succumbed. And I'm going to be showing you that one next weekend because it hasn't arrived yet. But I thought tonight, we haven't done a lot yet, a little bit with the Nests of Winter Suite. And I really, really like this suite. Now, I've had this one for a while. Stampin' Up put on an event for demonstrators only in June every year. It's called Creativity Now, and they pick an upcoming set that we don't have yet to work with. And that means we demonstrators who want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can purchase it early. So that's even before the catalogue goes live, before the pre-order, everything. It's specially just for that event. So yeah, this is the Nest of Winter suite. It's on page 30 and 31 of your little mini catalogue. That's the one with all the houses on the front. Oh, how exciting. I'm just looking. Oh, Trish has got exciting news too. Everyone's got exciting stuff tonight. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. To watch the sunrise. That's very exciting. I hope she takes lots of photos. And then they would be good to scrapbook or put them in frames or something and display them. How fantastic. That's an amazing thing. It's quite a hike. I imagine, I don't think I could climb anything that high. That's a big, big undertaking. But it'd be really, really amazing to get to the top. So photos, Nari were taken on the 10th of September. Open home was the 14th of September. Offer on the 16th and contracts exchanged 20th. My goodness me, that is fast. I thought so. Wow. And yeah, really, I love hearing lots of exciting news. Both Nairi, totally different types of news, but also Trish. And then Susan with her birthday, and Narelle with her birthday today. Lots and lots of good, exciting news. Yay! It's a good night. It's a good night to be live, right? All right, so I thought tonight we might play with this. Like I said, I haven't done a lot with it. I will tell you, I've already designed next month's craft along project. Now, that never happens. Usually I'm designing it, at the last possible second, but I'm actually a month and ahead, because the one I decided I was going to do a card with this, a particular theme card. I was going to do that for this month. And then I decided to change it around a little bit, and I've decided to do a different one this month, which I have cut up. And those have all gone, or some of them have gone out, and some will be going out tomorrow. And then next month we're going to have something that's made with this particular suite. That the suite is not the theme. There's a different theme, but this is the card that will be the main card for Craft Along next month. So I'm going to be using the paper. I'm going to be using some of the other bits and pieces. Really, it's always good to play around with something that you really like. So they've got some really nice samples. Okay, they've used some of the paper here, and they're showing you how you can cut out some of the images from some of the paper, the two birds and the single bird, both cut out with matching dies. I've got the paper here, so I will show that to you. And then over here, we also have, apart from the stamps and dies, we also have the Birchwood 3D embossing folder, which is really nice. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? It's got like that real bark kind of a texture to it, which is really nice to work with. And then some really nice shimmer gems. We love shimmer gems in garden green. I think garden green, now a pecan pie, basic beige, and very vanilla. They're the colors in those gems, which makes them really, really useful. They're going with lots and lots of things, right? I bet you're crazy packing your house at the moment, Nairi. But you know what? Now, tonight, you just need to chill out, stop packing, just sit down and watch for a while and let your mind float away, because we don't want to be in packing mode all the time. You need a break, right? That's very, very cool. Wow. So you put a deposit on a unit in Asquith on the same day as settlement. How? So, the settlement is going to be the same day. That's fantastic. Wow. It's all happening at your place. You like the Nests of Winter, Nairi? Did you get this as a demonstrator? Did you get this for Creativity Now? Who got this one? I'd love to hear who got this one for Creativity Now and who has bought it since. If you have it, I'd love to know. If you are thinking about it, well, then this is a great one for you to watch, because everything you see tonight is available for purchase. So if I am making it and you've been on the fence about it, maybe this will help you make up your mind one way or the other. So that'd be really, really good. It obviously meant to happen, says Sheila. Absolutely, I agree. Totally. I'm going to open a new pack of paper. I do have an open one, but because because I'm doing this as my craft along next month, I have bought heaps and heaps of the paper, so I have enough for all the projects. So that'll be good. All right, let's see. Let's see what we've got in here. Well, first of all, you've got this really pretty birdie paper with a white background. So the colours in this, I'm just going to read them to you really quickly. There's quite a few. Basic black, blueberry bushel, cherry cobbler, coastal cabana, copper clay, crumb cake, daffodil delight, garden green, granny apple green, grey granite, night of navy, pumpkin pie, real red, and shaded spruce. Now, something I will tell you, it has, let's take a note here, it has garden green, granny apple green, and real red. They're three of the colours in this. Does anybody want to tell me what because those colours are all in there, what else does that go with? Anyone want to guess? I don't have, it is, there might be some birds tonight. I'm sorry, Jody. I love birds, obviously. I have Cookie over there very happy that I love birds. But yeah, I love what you can do some really cool things with this, and I'm going to show you some of those tonight. Yeah, exactly. Leslie got it. The shimmer paper. Isn't that cool? So the shimmer paper that we have, let me grab it because it's right here under my desk. That comes in those three colors. So obviously we can do something with those three colors. Look, there's our shimmer paper. See the granny apple green, the garden green, and the real red. Super nice, isn't it? Love this. This is also in the mini catalog. So I think it's, I think it's $17.50, but I better double check because I might be wrong. Might be wrong. Okay, so it's on page 53, and it's the Festive glimmer paper. And I am wrong. It's $21, and you get 6 single-sided sheets in those three colors. All right, the ones you see right there. So it's $21. I'm so sorry, I gave you the wrong price. Forget I said that. My apologies. You can't know everything. That's what I say anyway. All right, so we have birds here, but you don't have to do birds. Okay, so if you don't want to do birds, we've got lots of other fun things. There's some other beautiful paper. I have used for my tutorial bundle next month, I used the Coastal Cabana paper. I did put one bird on the front, but you wouldn't have to. Okay, you could actually get away with a garland of leaves and berries. That would also look really nice. And there's other things you can do with this paper if you don't like the birds. But really, it is for bird lovers because look how cute those little birdies are. I love them. Sorry, both cards won't be birds, so stick around, Jody. Close your eyes for the first half, and then I'll try and get onto something different in the second half. Oh wow! All right, so I'm just looking here to see what did everyone say about whether or not you had already got the paper. I agree, Roz. I think the paper's gorgeous. But then, like I said, these remind me like a little wrens and finches and things. I just think they're so cute. They're lovely. Got the little pine cones in there as well. And on the back is the garden green striped paper, which I've been using a lot more than I thought I would. Super, super nice. Sally and Maggie, you guys know each other, right? There you go. All right, so we have these birds, actually, these ones cut out with the die. So let me quickly grab that. I'm actually going to pull these out so you can see. All right, so if you wanted to cut out some little, like a double or a single bird, you could go with that. But we have the dies that match this. And here's the double one that you can see is a perfect match. And we'll cut those out. So even if you don't have the stamp set, you could get away with the dies and the paper. I mean, I would much rather, if I'm in a hurry especially, I want to use dies. I don't want to be hand cutting because even though I love to hand cut, that's very slow if you need to make a lot of cards. So there's your single birds. So you've got your single birds and your double birds, and there's lots and lots of them on this paper. So there you go. What are you saying there, Marilyn? Oh, so far, I think. That's not meant to be solar. I'm thinking, what do you mean solar? But you mean so far. Got it. Got it. That's okay. Look, comments and interaction are the most valuable thing to me, even more valuable than thumbs up. nice to have thumbs up, but the most valuable things are actual comments and engagement. That's what keeps people coming back, and that's what makes the algorithm happy and gets more people's eyes on what you're doing. And the best of all is sharing. Okay, so if you're able to share a Facebook post that I'm doing, that is the most valuable of all. So there you go. All right, so on the back of that one, you've got the pool party, like the crooked squares with a dot in the middle. I don't know what all that's about, but they're quite effective. Then we've got on this one, little birdies in the trees, which is super nice. And then on the back of that, we've got, and it's actually quite hard to see. I just thought this one was like little weeds, but there's little birds in there too. I don't know if you can see them. They look like little sparrows or little wrens of some kind, Jenny wrens maybe. All right, and then on the back here, this one I've used quite a bit. And I've done this one a couple of times. We did one a few weeks ago for one of our sketches. Do you remember that? And that turned out really nice. So all different little birdies on the pussy willow there. And on the back of that, we've got little birdie feet. How cool are those? Can you see little birdie feet? If you look close, you can see them. A bit hard to see. And is that it? No, there's one more. This one is like the pussy willow one. Lots of pussy willow. On the back of that, you've got your birch paper. Okay, so super nice. I know, right? I know exactly what you're talking about, Cherie. I got this paper because they were doing it for Creativity Now, and I just sort of took the punt that it would be good. But I've been absolutely blown away by some of the cards I've seen done with this. Just beautiful. And like I said, the card that I made for the tutorial for next month, super, really liking it. Very, very happy with it. So there you go. Yes, it is. It is. So this is standard paper. So this one's $21. 30 and 31 I said, didn't I? Try and get back there. Yep. Okay. So the paper is $21.75 for the 12 by 12 paper, 12 sheets. Okay. And then the stamps by themselves, let me quickly find them. The stamp set, why am I not able to see that? Oh, down the bottom here. So $46 for the stamp set, $63 for the dies, which would be well and truly, they'd be $111. But if you're buying both together, it's $98. So they give you a 10% discount if you buy both together as a bundle. Okay, and then you got your embossing folder, which is the birchwood, and that's $21. You got your shimmer gems, that's $15. Okay, and then you've also got 3 packs of thread in a pack. So actually, I'm not even sure. I think I've only got 1 or 2 of mine together. Let me see. I think here they are. I've not got the green one because I used it on a project and it's away over there on the desk. And I'm not going to grab it right now, but you can see these are like linen thread, like our regular string kind of linen thread, but they're actually dyed to be matching colors. All right, so super, super nice. I really, really like them. The other one is garden green. That's the one I've been using the most, which is why it's not in the box, not in the pack. All right, let's get crafting. And hello, Elaine, nice to have you with us. Okay. All right, so what I thought I would do tonight is actually show you what it was that I loved. They actually showed us how to do this in I'm going to use this one because there's actually a lot you can do with this. Okay, I was really astounded at some of the different things we did, but I'm actually going to cut a couple of pieces of paper and we are going to do a couple of things as per. So those of you who are demonstrators may have seen some of these before. If you haven't seen them, then you're really going to like them. I was, like I said, amazed with what she could do with this die. All right, so I'm going to start by cutting. I'll bring my machine in, I think. Will I bring the machine in? Or I might just cut it. All right, and I'm actually going to start by cutting this. All right, so I'm going to put this. This is our A4 sized card front. Okay, even though this is made for US sizes, as you can see, it still fits really well on our A4 size as well. Okay, so that's fine. You like this die only, Donna? Well, good thing I'm using it then. I think this die is really cool because of the things you can do with it. So that's what I want to show you tonight. So I'm going to run it through my machine. And we're going to cut that. And let's bring that back. And so now you should be able to see, I'm just going to pull that gently off there. And then we've got this piece here. All right, so this is a bit of fun. All right, so then I've also got this piece. Now I'm not going to throw this away because I'm going to use this as well, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with that. All right, so we've got a couple of straggler pieces just sticking there, but there's only a couple. Just push those out. All right. Okay, so we can use this in its own right just like this, and it looks really, really good. I'm wondering what color piece I'm going to have behind. Thinking maybe I'll do this. So one thing you can do with this is cut 2 of these. Okay, so you cut 2. Actually, have I got one? I might have one handy already cut. Maybe. Or maybe I don't. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I can always cut another one. Now, this is a card I made for a launch recently, okay? And you can see I've just used this piece exactly how it is, put it onto the card front, sponged around in the middle, and then added my 2 little birdies from the paper over the top, okay, and a sentiment. And that's quick, easy card, all right? Super, super simple, very easy to do, okay? But there are other things you can do with this. So I'm going to start with... I'm thinking I might actually go. All right, I'm going to start with a piece of basic white, thick cardstock, which is my card base size. So this is half a sheet of A4, which is 21 centimeters by 14.8. So in the US, your piece is 8.5 by 5.5 inches. All right, so this piece is going to go on here like so. And I could have other things going on behind here. So, for example, if I wanted to, I could put another piece in behind, which would look quite nice. With this piece here, I just made sure. So this piece is cut to 10 by 14.3, which is my normal card front size. But the pool party piece that I put in behind, I just made that a little bit smaller. So I made it 9.5 by 13.8. And that meant that the edges of that paper are hidden behind this top layer. Okay, very easy to do that. Right, so one thing you can do with this is you can cut 2, and I'm thinking maybe I should just do that, maybe so I can show you, but I want to do it in a different color, and I'm deciding what color to do. Actually, I wonder what pool party would look like with that. Would those two look good together? You know what they would? So let me grab a piece of, sorry, not pool party, pretty peacock. Pretty peacock, I'm thinking. Sorry, for some reason lately I've had trouble every time I go to say pretty peacock, I say something else. I don't know what's going on with that. I thought I had some more of these. I thought I had more of these, but anyway. I'm actually going to cut about 1 millimeter smaller than the other piece so that the 2 edges won't poke out. So yeah. Not very much at all, but just a tiny, tiny bit. And I'm going to cut that one as well. So I'm going to show you a couple of different things you can do with this. Right, so hopefully you'll see, this is just one thing you can do. So this one, okay, so this one here is exactly the same shape as that one there. Can you see they exactly line up, right? They're exactly the same. But what I think you can do that looks really, really good is get your slightly bigger one, this one, and we're going to turn 180 degrees. And I'm going to, actually, no, this is the bigger one. So that one's going to be on top. Doesn't matter which one, but then when you have the 2 layered on top of each other, you have the different color, because it's not symmetrical. So that means you have pieces coming in from the other side. So if you wanted to, you could pop that one down first. And then all of a sudden we have two layers of leaves coming through, and you get to see the pretty peacock leaves coming out from below. So obviously you can do this with any other, you can do this with any colors you would like to put together, but I think it's a really nice way to use it. Yep, you can punch or die cut the leaves. Absolutely. So that's another way of doing it. Now, something else you can do is you can put this down in the center of a piece. I'm just picking, it doesn't matter what color. This is just what I happen to have, gray granite on the table, but it could be anything that matches. All right. And then we're going to get a blending brush and we're going to start blending with this. So this is another way of doing that. I'm deciding what color I want to have. Maybe let's go garden green, just because. And then we're just going to go across the top of these. And so when you take that off, you get this lovely pattern here. And so you can actually make this as dark or as light as you like. Just put it back in the right place and we'll keep going. Who doesn't have any blending brushes? If you don't, please can I suggest you get yourself some? These are the best. So, so good. All right, so I'm just going around the outside there and you can see how that looks. Okay, so it looks really, really good. Gives you a really nice background. I could go a lot darker with it if I wanted to, but looks terrific. Okay, so this is just a couple of different ways. And then we can use this one in the same way and we're going to get the reverse. Okay, so these ones, we get the color is around the leaves, but if we do this one, we're going to be coloring leaves. All right, so if I was to, let me have a think what color I want to do this on. Do I just want to go white maybe? Maybe. Let's just do white. You only have small blending brushes. I think both are good, but I have to be honest and tell you that I use the big ones more often than I use the small ones. All right, so both are useful, and the small ones are really good for, for more detailed work when you want to get really, I don't know, what are we saying? When you want to get really up close and detailed with your work, then the small ones are better. But the big ones are better if you need to cover a larger area, so it's much quicker to use them. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to use the centerpiece. This is the piece that fell out of the middle. All right, so the bit that came out from there, and we're going to pop this in the middle this time. And will we go with green again? Might as well, seeing as I've got that here. It's over here. I know, I love my blending brushes too, Chris. They're fantastic. Sorry, Sheree, I see someone said you've been having good ideas, and I'm so sorry if I missed them all. I'm so, so sorry. You're talking about making flowers out of the papers that you don't like. That's a good idea. Yep. There's no such thing as ugly fabric. Yeah, I feel the same way about paper. There's always something that you can do with paper. I mean, something I learned early on is I'm just going to keep my hand in the middle here, and I'm going to start and work my way kind of out. And so this time we're going to get leaves that are coloured, not the background that's coloured. So it's the other way around. But yeah, I think that's true what you're saying. One thing I learned about paper is if paper is too dark or bold or bright, which sometimes paper is for me, I prefer subtle more well, not always, but very often I prefer subtler colors and designs. But if it's something's really, really bold and over the top, you can layer a piece of vellum over it and it looks amazing. You know, it really tones down the color. So there's all sorts of things you can do. Same with a photograph. If you've got a blurry photo, put a little bit of vellum over it and it doesn't look blurry anymore. But of course we don't sell vellum currently, not plain vellum. We do sell some colored vellums. We've got those beautiful mercury, the gold vellums. Does everyone know the ones I'm talking about? Those are wonderful. And also the golden greenery. They're called golden greenery, something like that. Vellums, the ones with the Christmas prints on them. All right, so I'm putting this on here. All right, so now I have this lovely design here, which is super, super nice. I really like that. It does look like looking through a hedge. It is a bit like that. Oh, good, Julianne. Well, some people are happy I'm using it and some people not so much. All right, so this is what I just had right here. You can see that that design matches up. What if we were to turn it 180 degrees and put it down the other way, and then we can start, if we want to, you don't have to, but then you could actually come in with a second color and do these pieces. And similar to what we did before, you'd end up with 2 different colors coming over the edges. All right, so it's up to you if you want to do that or not. I'm just going to go around and get all the bits I missed kind of with the, so it's actually a bit more solid green, because I think I want that. Let me see. Just going to do the whole thing. All right, so that's looking really rather nice. Okay, it does look good, right, Jody? I love it. I think it's a really nice way of using this die in this set. There's a whole bunch of things you can do with it. You can also, if you want to, you know, you can have it, you can actually cut it. So let's use this one as an example. Let me grab my scissors. Here they are. All right, so you can actually cut it. I'm just going to come in here and cut it here on this side. And having it come out behind like a sentiment. So you can pop this, so these pieces come out down below. I'll just grab something that's here on the table. But you know, you could actually, and then cut this off in line with that. So you've got your you know, little bits of leaves coming out from below, and then have some more above if you wanted to. So you can have it below sentiments or below, you know, any piece that is going across your card. So super, super useful. I think they're fantastic. And it's the sort of thing that I think that hasn't been shown enough yet. So that's one reason why I wanted to show these to you. But that's when we did our Creativity Now thing for demonstrators back in June, they showed us some different ways to use this particular die. And I've had a lot of fun with it, actually, based on some of those things. All right, so I've got a base here. I'm thinking I might put, let's get ourselves a garden green piece and put that behind. Now, I'm going to look at the set and let's see. I haven't decided what we're going to put in the middle. I could, of course, cut out the birds, but it seems that some people might be bird sensitive. So I'm wondering if I should do something else. So this piece now is going to go onto here. So that looks rather good, doesn't it? Let's grab some Tombow. Oh, good point. That's a good idea too, Nicole. Nicole's saying you can emboss your paper by putting a couple of the 2 die cut pieces together, but so that they're actually lined up the same way, and then emboss with those. All right, that's looking good. I think it'll end up on this white base, but I haven't decided that for sure yet. So let's have a look at our dies and let's have a look at our stamps. Right, so I could keep this really simple I'm thinking maybe I will. There's also, as well as these little guys here, there are some little standalone, like, they look like pine needles, don't they? Okay, and then these couple here actually cut out this little pussy willow thing here. This one cuts out this banner, and you can have the banner at the top like this, or you can have it at the bottom. I've seen it done both ways. Oh, now here's something that's just sitting here. This is from the Peaceful Season. We could do something with that potentially. That might be nice, although that's not what I thought I was going to do at all. All right, so I do have a piece of white done with my Stylish Shapes dies, and we could maybe, let's pull it. I'm thinking of doing, I wonder how big this would be. I've got some, like, just some pre-cut circles and bits and pieces here. I've got a bigger circle sitting here somewhere too. But I'm wondering if I was to use this sending thanks, how much room does that take up if I put it at the top? I might do that. I might actually do that. So let me put this here. I'm going to use a block. C or D would work for this, no problems. We're going to have, I could borrow Denise's reindeer dies and put one in the middle. I could. Guess what? Sneaky secret, that's the set that I've ordered that I wasn't going to order, but I have ordered, and that'll be here this week. So you'll probably be seeing that next weekend, Marilyn. Why can't you see all the comments? Because you're on Facebook, Maggie. And so some people are on YouTube and some people are on Facebook. If you're on Facebook, you only see the Facebook comments. And if you're on YouTube, you only see the YouTube comments. I'm lucky I can see both, but because I've got software that allows me to see both. But if you want to see more comments, then YouTube is probably better for that. Who else has found that? Have I ever shown how to create a blank space on an embossed image using... No, I haven't done that, Donna. I have done it, but I haven't actually done that as a technique yet. This week, I've had a request from Dolly. I don't know if Dolly's watching tonight, but Dolly has asked would I do enamel effects. So I'll probably be doing that this week, either this week or next. But that's what I'm leaning towards at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to keep this pretty simple. I'm going to go, I think I'm going monochromatic at the moment. And I'm going to put this up towards the top of this. All right, so like that. That's a really nice sending thanks. Sending thanks and much love. What I like about this Winterly Treetops stamp set, this is not specifically a Christmas set. You can easily make it a Christmas set by adding a Merry Christmas, but the sentiments you might notice are not Christmassy. However, you can add like berries and make it into definitely a Christmas kind of a theme, but this is a thank you, a thinking of you always, and a friend like you brings me happiness. I love that it's an all year round set, right? There you go, girls. So Cherie is saying, Maggie, to get over to YouTube. Switching over, says Maggie. Okay, that's what she's doing. So I hope you can find us over there, Maggie. All right, so what I thought I might do, I've got this paper that's got, I really like this paper actually, that's got the stripes, and I thought we might add some stripes to the lower part of this circle. I thought that might look rather good. Hey, Kathy, nice to have you with us. I suppose you could colour in the little circles yellow to make it look like, oh, you could to make it look like wattle. Didn't think of that. That's a great idea. You could, especially if you're using the stamps. But if you're using the paper, you're stuck with red berries because that's what's on the paper. But that's a really good idea, actually. All right, I'm going to use my Stylish Shapes dies because Sheila and I love them. This is the ones that I use all the time. If you don't have these, they are fantastic. So get yourself a set of these if you don't have them. I'm using the second largest one, I think. Let me double check. Make sure that that's one. Yes, that's the one. And I'm going to cut myself a circle with the green stripy paper. So let me do that really quickly. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this on the top. 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 I'm going to put this All right, so you're probably thinking, what am I doing with that? Whoop, I'm going to put this back in here. Straight back on the magnet so I don't lose it. All right. That's true though, isn't it, Sheila? It's true. All right, so you can see this is right about halfway, slightly below. So I'm actually going to cut this, and I'll keep the other half for something else. I could have just cut half a circle, but I'm going to have it just below half. Now this is this a 2-inch? How on? This circle is roughly 2.5 inches or 6.5 centimeters ish. Okay, so I'm going to cut it just below the halfway mark. I can always cut a bit more if I need to. So this one's slightly bigger. And let's pop this right across here. And I'm liking how that looks. So we've got our sending love in the top half, and then we've got our stripy bit on the bottom. I'm keeping it in. And here's the funny thing. Garden green is my least favorite green. I've been saying that for years, and yet I love this paper, and I've been using it all the time with this paper. So maybe it's going to convince me that I don't mind garden green as much as I thought. Any garden green lovers here? All right, I'm thinking that maybe some garden green, or we could add some contrast by we could use garden green in the glimmer paper, and that would look nice. Like, I'm thinking of having a strip across the middle here, but it's very much the same. Or we could go with something a bit different and we could have a strip of, I think maybe the lighter green might be a little bit more. You love all the greens, Cherie. I'm going to go with the lighter green. I think that'll be nice. So when I cut glimmer paper with my trimmer, I always cut it from the back. I feel that that's less hard on my blade. So I'm just going to cut a nice strip there. And I'm going to have this, how far do I need this to be? Yep, so about 6.5 centimeters, roughly. I can always trim it off if I need to. And I'm going to have this piece going from this side to this side. Not the little bit that's extra, I'll just trim off. So I'm going to use my Tombow again. Now, what was Rose asking? You guys are talking about brushes, are you? You don't mind garden green? Well, I've just never really loved it. I don't know why. The only time I don't mind it at Christmas, because it is, to me, a Christmas green, but it's a green that I've never used much the rest of the year. And Mossy Meadow and Old Olive tend to be my go-tos, and Pretty Peacock. It's not really green. To me, I think of Pretty Peacock more as a blue, but you know, I do think that's my favorite. I like the blue greens, but to me, green, I know garden green was just a green that I didn't know much what to do with. But this year I'm not having any trouble because of this paper. All right, so I'm thinking about popping that right about there. It's looking nice. However, I'm thinking we want to have something coming out from behind, and maybe we'll add some bling. I think that's a good idea. I'm just deciding. I'm going to whack some dimensionals on the back here. 1, 2, and 3. You like it with red? Yes, that green with red, I agree, is pretty cool actually. Now, this is what I've got at the moment. Do you guys think it's a bit plain? Do you think we need to add something? We have a number of choices. I mean, one thing I could do, I've got a bow sitting here. I could add a bow. That would be rather nice. And I could probably, if I was going to do that, I would move it up a little bit and then add some red berries. But then that's definitely making it Christmassy. And this is not actually a Christmas card. This is a sending thanks card. I purposely didn't use the birds just for you, Jody. We could have used birds, but we didn't because, and Donna's not a fan of the birds either. Green twine, yes, that could be good. I agree. Green up the edges of the circle first. You know I'm not going to do that, Cherie. It's got beautiful stitching. I don't want to add any green around there. But I agree that we need some contrast between this white circle and the background. And I think that's where you and I agree. I think that is the issue more than anything. Now I could add some light green behind here, like in the center with a blending brush, and then that would make my circle, my white circle, stand out. I could add some green around the edges. I'm just not a fan of doing that over the top of stitching, but I could be persuaded. I know this is complete. I'm just playing now. I could have also put I could put a gold bit above and below. What do we think about that? We could maybe do that. Let's cut this in half just because I can. I'm going to take these dimensionals off. So I'm thinking about having that just here at the top. It just needs something. What would we think about that? Would that be better? Not gold. No gold. Okay. Okay, I got it. I'll use that on something else. We're looking. Mat the circle. Yes, I could mat the circle. But with what? That is the question. I think use a blend to just color the sides. Yeah, we could. Looking. But Leanne's suggestion of matting the circle is a good one because I have got a bigger circle than this. But if I do that, what color shall I use? Shall I go garden green again and keep it all green and white? Or should I pick a different color totally? Everyone's got an opinion. Not a fan of, no, everyone's saying no to the gold. So I've discarded that idea, Elaine. Maybe a green circle under the white. Stay with the greens. Leave as was. No gold. Black. Oh, I could do black, Janine. However, there is no other black on the card. If I was going to do black, I'd probably do this matte in black as well. Unless I made my card base black and then added a white insert. I could do that. That might work. What do you think about that idea? So I think we want to keep it fairly simple. So we either want to go with just greens or we want to go and introduce a black. And if we're going to do a black circle, I could have black card under here. And that would be kind of, that actually doesn't look bad. What do you think? How about the white vellum? White vellum would be great, actually. And it's soft. Silver, says Sean. Silver would be good. Red, says Nari. Well, if I was making a Christmas card, absolutely I would go red. Black and black card. Black, says Jody. Oh, look, you girls. Everyone's got an opinion. I'm just going to cut it because I'll use it for another card even if I don't use it for this one. And this is what it would look like if I went with black. I could do a black circle. And then this would be on here. We'd have a black circle behind here. Do I have any black? I have a couple of small black pieces. I can, just to give you an idea. Pretend this is a circle, all right? But it wouldn't look bad. It actually is quite nice because it adds contrast. Oh, a green glimmer circle. Well, I do have one of those somewhere hanging around here. Let me just find it. Here it is. There you go. I have one of those. That's how that would look if we went with the green glimmer circle. That's the light green. This is the granny apple green, not the I don't mind it, but the white vellum also looks really good. Oh, everyone's got an opinion. Some people are black, some people are not black. Oh my goodness. Let me quickly grab. Do I have any of the white vellum left? I'm very low on white vellum. Oh, I do have some. If I was to add white vellum, it would look like so. All right, so we'd be adding a white vellum circle behind here. Now, it wouldn't, you would lose a little bit of, I'm thinking. I do like it, but I'm actually going to go with what we said. Go black base, black matte gems, which we no longer have, Donna. We don't sell those anymore, and leave it there. All right. Okay. I know, Marilyn, you're not a fan of the black. I know this. But I'm thinking that's the way I'm going to go tonight, just for this time. And then we're going to move on to a second card with something other than something different. And something quick and easy as well. I'm sorry I've been a bit indecisive tonight, guys. Sometimes I'm very decisive. And tonight, everyone's opinions are all over the place. So, all right. So I'm just going to go with this because I think this will work. All right. So you can put your dimensionals behind the first layer or the second. You can have it behind all 3 layers, but I'm not. I'm going to have it just behind the 1 layer. And I'm not going to put on a bow or anything like that. I'm just going to, this is enough fussing around, I think, for this card. I'm going to go slightly above halfway. We will need some bling. That is something I would like to add. Now, I know that some people might be disappointed that we didn't go with the vellum, or that we chose. But the one thing about this card that I do like, I do like a lot of contrast. And I'm thinking what we might do is add some of those green gems, probably from the matching pack for this. I would have added the twine, but I'm not sure where it is right now. I used it a couple of days ago on a card, and I'm not sure I put it. All right. All right, so that's where we're at with that. And I'm going to grab the gems. Yep, green gems. That's where I'm going, Jody. That's exactly correct. So these are the matching gems that go with this set. I don't know if you can see them very well. They're really nice. So I'm going to go with the garden green ones. And I'm going to add one down here. And then one over here. And another one up the top. And I'm going to call that card done. Done and finished. Took us forever to get there. I'm so sorry. Exactly. It is my card. I know this, but I love it when we make a card that everyone likes. But I guess you can't make all the people happy all the time, right? That's just the way it goes. So who thinks, all right, and I want someone to, yeah, finally, I know it took me too long to get there. Donna, who thinks that it took me too long to get to this? I think Donna just made that clear. But also, who doesn't like the black? Tell me if you don't like the black. I'm going to wait. Lots of techniques. Yeah, we did a bit of techniques. Maybe I should have saved that for a Technique Tuesday, maybe. Oh, I'm glad you like it, Glenda. Thank you. And Beth likes it. Katrina likes it. Oh, good. We have some people that like it. Suzanne likes the green. You got to try things. The black is okay. I'm actually looking for someone who doesn't like it. I want someone to tell me they don't like it. Because that person is going to help me design my next card. Whoever doesn't like it is the one we're going to go with. I'm actually going to pull out something else that's from the catalogue, and something that's very quick and easy. And I'm going to show you a good idea for how you can make it a little bit more easy to store, because I've been having a bit of a mess with my storage. All right, so at the front of the catalogue, we've got the quick and easy options. And on page 18, we've got this set here that says a little bit festive. Can you see it? So it's a bit different. Okay, there are 6 sheets of pattern paper. There are 3 pieces that are pattern paper in the traditional sense, you know, double-sided, Christmas designs, all that sort of stuff. And then there are 3 sheets that are covered in die cuts. Okay. Nicole said she would have used a thinner black border around the circle. I would, except that is actually when if I'm using these dies, that is the very next die up. And so that's the difference between the die sizes. So that's the reason I went with that size. Oh, hello, Trish. Hi, all the way from Florida. Thank you. You've ordered this one, have you, Donna? Cool. Once you saw it done, you didn't mind it, Leanne. That's good. I know, Jody. I know you love the black. I hope you bought lots of those black matte dots before they discontinued them. Your iPad's going to die, Margaret. That's okay. We'll see you next time. You just didn't care for it with that shade of green. That's okay, Sean. That's fine. Not everyone likes garden green, and in fact I'm one of those people normally. So there we go. So this is what I'm pulling out tonight, and we're going to do a quick easy card because this whole section at the front is all about quick and easy. If you look at the samples on this page 18, okay, where they've used various pieces from the die cuts and just added them to the paper, and you know there's very little to, you don't have to do much. So if you want quick and easy, this die cut paper called a little bit festive might just be for you. So this is 1750, 6 sheets, okay? And I'm going to pull out the pattern paper sheets first. I haven't actually used those yet. So, and then I'm going to show you the big mess I've made of all the die cuts. All right, so you've got your little Christmas trees on this one here. You like the DSP? Me too. I do as well. Oh, there's some more die cuts. And then on the back of that one, we've got like, looks like, I don't know, starsy kind of decoration-y kind of thing. Kind of cool. And then we've got some like a herringbone design here. And on the back, we've got a navy blue gingham like this. This one, that floats my boat. That's really nice. And then this one has like decorations on Christmas tree. Which way does that go? It might go that way, actually. The leaves are probably going down, aren't they? Right. And then on the back of that, we have just some good old candy red and white stripes, which is really nice. Sausages. You think these are sausages? Is that what you mean? Yeah. Or you mean these are sausages? I don't know which are sausages. So there you go. All right. So those are these 3 papers here. Okay. And then look at this big mess I've got. Okay. I have put my paper. These are page protectors for scrapbooking. You can buy them in packs of 12. We sell these again now. I'm so happy we sell them again. I actually bought, this is a value pack, which is a pack of 25. And yes, I scrapbook. So these are great for putting my scrapbook layouts in once they're done. And that does, if they're called page protectors, because it helps protect them, right? But these pieces here are part of this paper. And as you can see, I've kind of decimated it. All right. So we've got all these different things. So my suggestion, if you want to keep everything neat and nice, is to put them, first of all, maybe in a page protector. But once you start to have this happening with your sheets, you're probably better off to pull them all out and pop them in a little like a cello bag or something like that, and just keep them together with the papers, because it's really easy for them to get all messed up. And, you know, like you can see this one's got out of shape because it really needs to be flattened. So if you keep them in a little bag or flat, then that'll be much better. Okay. But we have beautiful like little garlands here. Look how nice these are. Aren't they lovely? And I'm going to pull out this piece here. I'm making a giant mess, but that's okay. I'll clean this up later. It's all good. There is like a border down the side here. It's actually in the middle, like a border that you could use on a card or on a scrapbook page, by the way. And I'm just reading, you're doing a class with this paper to make 24 cards. How fantastic, Denise. That's really a great idea. Really, really good. Yes, much better to see it live than in a catalogue. I know. And that's why I wanted to show you. So I love this one with all the little gingerbread, the gingerbread man and all the other cookies and things. And then you've got this piece here that does like a a border of almost like a wreath, but it's a border of leaves and holly. And then we've got some ribbon. We've got a Christmas tree. We've got a border or a frame of Christmas lights. That's really nice. And then we've also got this little guy here. All right, so did we decide that it was Donna, or was it somebody else who didn't like the other card and I want them to help me? Who's helping me? Oh, Megan, you're absolutely right. A card takes as long as it takes. You can't rush these things. Absolutely. Oh, you do not specialize in cheap and nasty, Cherie. That's a fib. All right. A sausage tree. I hope not. I hope not. My cats would be interested in that, I'm sure. Yes, an empty stamp case for the die cuts. That's another great idea. All right. It wasn't you, Donna? Marilyn. Yes, Marilyn, because Marilyn didn't like the black and Cherie didn't like the black. So Cherie and Marilyn, you guys can help me design this card. Which one of these 6 bases should I use? Or I could use this bit, I suppose, on my card. And I'm just going to cut my white card base while you guys tell me which one you'd like me to use. And if you both tell me, then I shall pick one of your choices. Let me pop that right there. Cherie is offering. You can't see the ribbon one. Oh, this one? This one? Now, also, I've cut white, and I've just realized if I had this one or this one, those are both vanilla, not white. Can you see that? Cherie chooses the baubles. This one or this one? Oh, all of these have baubles. These ones have the baubles on a Christmas tree. And then this one has Christmas. They're not baubles, really. They're lights, aren't they? And then we've got these ornaments. So... You heard her, did you, Sean? The ribbon. So we're going with this one. Okay. There you go. That probably wasn't going to be the one I would have picked myself. So there you go. I'm glad you picked it. It's nice to work with something that you might not have used otherwise. All right, so I'm just pulling all this out. And then they're not sticky. They're not stickers. You just use your regular adhesive to pop them in. So I'm going to move that to one side. Somebody might have seen the card I put up a couple of days ago. It had the truck with the Christmas tree in the back of the truck. Did anyone see that one? I posted that on my Facebook page and Instagram a couple of days ago. All right, so I've got a basic white piece of card. So I'm going to fold this over. Actually, yeah, I don't think this is the thick. I think this might be regular. Anyway, it doesn't matter. All good. And oh my gosh, I've got a mountain of paper. I'm dropping things everywhere at the moment. You think you ordered this on free shipping day? Well, who knows, indeed, especially if you were like me and rushing to get your order in before midnight. You saw that card, Sheila. Thank you. Well, that was with one of the pieces out of this one. It was actually the, well, I can't show it to you. I can show it to you in the book because you can see it in the book. Here it is. Can you see down here? Can you see the truck with the tree in the back? That was the one I used. Yeah. And I really, really liked how the card came out. So quick and easy. If you don't have time or you don't have stamps or you don't have inks, you can do all kinds of things with that. So this one is going to go, it can go on here. Now, you can see it's a little short. All right. So I can either pop it on there and just call it a frame and I could cut my card shorter. I might actually do that in this case. I might cut my card a little bit shorter just because I think I'd like to do that. And then let's see, it's red, so that means we have lots and lots of options. I mean, we could put things in the middle. Super easy to do. But I'm thinking maybe I would like would we like a red piece behind? I don't know. No, I don't think so. Do we like the tree? We've got lots of, there are so many options. You know, there are trees, there are, we could put some stockings across. Look at that. Lots and lots of options, you guys. So you could do lots of different things. The house, as in, are you wanting, I'm trying to pick something out of this paper. Do you mean a house out of this paper? Or are you wanting me to punch a house? Because that's probably not where I was going. I'm just trying to use, oh, look, these baubles are nice too. Look, we could also do this. Although those have a vanilla background, so they're not quite right. These are really nice, but they're too big. I've got presents. And then I could put a greeting up the top. And we've also got a single stocking. But no, I don't like the single stocking as much. The house, please. As in, you want me to house with a gingerbread man. House with a gingerbread man. Okay, did I miss that? Are you looking at your catalogue? Have I already used that one? That would be a problem if I've used it. Oh, that one's nice. Hadn't noticed that. Oh, mistletoe, look. Got so many options. You want the house, but I haven't found the house yet. Let me look at my book and see if I've missed it, or if I've already, maybe it was one of the ones I used previously and I'd forgotten. So it's on page 18 for anyone who's wondering. Have we got a house? There is a gingerbread man. I can't see a house. I think, oh, the little house. I think I know where that is, actually. I know the one you mean now. Next to the tree I had. So you guys saw it. Oh, no. Well, here's the gingerbread man. Found him. I was sure that I had the house out. In fact, I thought it was in my scrap box, which means I'll never find it. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, Cherie. I don't know where my house is. I'm just quickly moving things to see if it presents itself. But if it doesn't, that's nice too, isn't it? Look at that with all the little decorations on it. Candy canes. No, I know the house you mean now, the little gingerbread house, but I am not sure what has become of it, because this is the problem. I need to go through, like what I just told you guys, and I need to actually put all of my die cuts into a bag so that I can find everything. Otherwise, it's just too easy to lose them, and that's the problem, right? Look at all these fun things, though. Aren't they fun? Let's go with Santa's sleigh. Okay, thank you. Thanks for giving me an out. All right, so I'm actually going to, like I said, I'm going to cut this down so it's a little bit, I'm going to glue this on. I like that there's a bow in this corner and a bow in that corner. So I'm just going to use some seal. And we'll just quickly do this. I'm sort of feel like I'm, what's the word? I feel like I'm flitting around tonight, not really with any direction. Sorry, guys. I promise to be better next time. I really will be. I was thinking maybe I'd find the house on the floor, but I'm just cutting this down so that it's centered. There we go. And we're going to go Santa's sleigh. So Santa's sleigh is going to go right down the bottom here. Now we can put a banner or something across here if we wanted to, but I could also stamp straight on. So let's see what we've got. On Friday night, we did those Christmas labels, which are fantastic, but I love them on black, and I'm not going to do another. I'm not using any more black tonight. Do we want to go straight on? I'm very brave. Oh, you love these sessions. Oh, look, that's okay. It's just make it up as you go, right? That's what I'm doing tonight. Maybe, you know, oh, good, Sheila. Thank you. I don't feel very brave. Sometimes I feel like I'm all over the place. But anyway, that's okay. That's okay. I'm going to put some dimensionals behind Santa's sleigh. Santa's sleigh is really cute too. All right. Let's pop this here. I'm going to pop that kind of just to one side there, so it's a little bit more to the left side. And then I'm going to put my greeting right in the middle here. Shall I go straight on? Oh, Rose said I should have done landscape. Oh, do you think landscape would have been good? It probably would have been good. Your house, you're in it. Turn the card to landscape, please. Sorry. I'm going to do that. I didn't see your comment until just now. So let me lift these up. Now, here's a trick with dimensionals, okay? If you need to remove them, I find the easiest way to do it is to roll it. Kind of roll it really gently. Oh, I messed it up. That's okay. That's okay. I'm still going to put that right there. So I'll have that covered up. I'll tell you what I did this morning while I was doing a bit of crocheting. I turned on and watched a movie I haven't seen in years, which is called Field of Dreams. Anyone else see it? Have you seen that movie? Kevin Costner from years and years and years ago. Oh, it does look cute. Dimensional. Where's your house? Good point. And really, I need to remember it's not about me. It's about you guys. It's more about you having fun and enjoying your Sunday night sessions, even if even if I do mess it up occasionally. All right, so this is looking cute. I could have also put some, I'm not going to because it would be too much, but I could have put these up the top as well. That would have been fun. But anyway. All right, so I'm thinking we can either do a banner or I can stamp directly onto the card base. It is a beautiful movie, isn't it? I know. I hadn't seen it in years, and I had a friend talking about it online, and she said she hadn't watched it ever. It took her 35 years to watch it, and I'm thinking I remember it so well, but I'd like to see it again. So I did watch it again, and it made me cry again. We need a balance of colors. So green, like what's in here. We've got both granny apple green and garden green in this again. What do you think? You think you lose your direction? Well, you've got an excuse, Nairi. Oh, thanks, Megan. I never have any ideas. Well, sometimes I have an idea of what I think it's going to turn out like, and most of the time it doesn't. Occasionally, okay, you get, what you imagined, but not always. All right, so I'm looking for a good Merry Christmas, not too big, not too small, and I'm looking through a good season's greetings. This season's greetings that is in here, where is it? Right there. That's a good size and would fit right in this bit, a nice little scrolly. And we also can do like a Merry Christmas. We could do that in 2 different fonts. So there's a couple of choices there. What do you guys think? Do you like these? And let me have a quick look and see if there's anything else I want to use. The one in Humble Home is too small. I don't want to use that. And I've also got the ones in the peaceful seasons. So this one has got some really nice ones. This, where is it? A Season of Wonder and Happiness. That would fit nicely there. On an oval, says Sean. Yeah, that would work. Ho ho ho. I don't have a ho ho ho. Actually don't have any of those at all. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. Do I even have? Do we still have? I don't have the oval. The double oval punch recently retired, so I don't have that anymore. I do of course have my stitch shape dies, so we could do one of those. Like for example, we could pop that right about there. So that would work. It's the right place. The mini alphabet dies. Do I even? I know the ones you mean. Those are actually probably too big. Season of Wonder says so. This one, the Season of Wonder, I think that is my favorite. That's the leading at the moment. Sean and Trish are chatting to each other. I do have the mini alphabet dice, but they're actually too big, believe it or not. They're quite large for a card like this. All right, in Garden Green. All right, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to do in Garden Green because Cherie said so. And I'm going to, these are the ones. So shall I stamp them straight onto the white or do I put them on a banner? And if I put them on a banner, this one's too small. I would need the bigger one. This one. And I can cut this down a little bit if I need to. But that might work. What do you think, guys? On a banner? Direct. Leslie says direct. Well, here's the thing. When you do direct, if you mess it up, then you can put it on a banner and stick it over the top. So let's try that because banners can help you cover up things, right? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do Garden Green because Cherie said so. And I'm going to come here. And I'm going to stamp that direct. When you stamp something like this, especially a long greeting, don't rock your stamp. Just straight down, straight up. And then we're going to need some bling, of course. And then our card's done. Simple and easy. All right. Am I going to go with Garden Green, the same Garden Green bling as the last card? Or shall we go with some gold? We have got a number of options. So I'm going to pick my favorite options and then you guys can tell me which one. We can go with some gold, the gold metallic gems. Those are nice and simple. Or we can go with the green shimmer gems. One or the other. What do you think? Oh, there's a lot of golds there. Okay, gold it is. That's what is the overwhelming response. And I'm going to have one down here. And I'm going to have two little ones. I might actually have one on the sleigh. And one up the top here. And there you go. I'm calling that a finished card. Super, super simple. But sometimes that's all you want, right? Simple and quick. And the sentiment is nice. I agree. The green was a good choice. All right. So I feel like it took us a long time tonight to get to all the places we wanted to get. But that's okay. And it is just sometimes it takes, like Megan said, a card takes as long as it's going to take. All right, you ladies, it's been lovely to spend a night with you again, as always. Let me click over. Okay, so I will be back again on Tuesday afternoon at 2 p.m. For those of you who are able, I'm also doing a 2 p.m. on Thursday for our monthly Craft Along event. So the Craft Along event this month, we are focusing on new catalogue product, which will be really fun. and I've got a beautiful project to share with you. Those of you who ordered with me last month will get the supply pack to make that. Those of you who have ordered with me in September or do so before the end of September will get the supply pack to make the October project. So that's how that works every month. I hope you all had a lovely, lovely time. You prefer the second card for the simplicity. Well, that is absolutely fine, Lynn. Plus, I took way too long to make that first card, but that's okay. All right. I hope everyone's had a really good night. I have. I'm looking forward to a great week ahead. Nari, good luck with your packing. Narelle, have a happy birthday. What's left of it? Who else do we have? Trish. We had lots of different people with exciting news. I hope your daughter gets beautiful photos from Kilimanjaro. That sounds like an amazing thing to do. Good night, everyone. I will see you again soon, and see you on Tuesday, hopefully. Bye.